up is the top match of 2021.
Match of the year.
We got match of the year, and we have breakout star of 2022 prediction. So match of the year, I think this is the third time, or what? Maybe the third time both Thunder Rosa and D&D have been featured from Crayfish's column. Bonds and I have the same match of the year, steel cage match for the AEW tag team titles at All Out. And part of this not only was two of my favorite tag teams going toe to toe, also seeing it live. I think that was like the wild card in there. There was a lot of great matches this year, and it's really hard to put your thumb down on one. One that is just like a 100%. Obviously, the unsanctioned match is a huge one. Obviously, to me, like the Stadium Stampede and Blood and Guts was a huge one. Obviously, Hangman and Bryan Danielson, Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson. Even honestly, like MJF and Darby Allin at the pay-per-view, that was both guys I think put on their best match in AEW, period. And the storytelling with it, I was really impressed with that. And those are some sleeper picks. And there's so many more that happen throughout the year. But this one, the steel cage match, everything from the amazing entrances to the hype and the build up to it, and to the finish and the story arc at the end, like both Lucha Brothers were bleeding through the masks, the tacks on the shoe, and
being there live
off the top of there. And we were there live for that. And just the emotion.
That match was
and then
killer.
we saw, I think it was Penta's daughter crying her eyes out right by us, going to hug Penta, like all that, like you don't always get that watching it on TV, but we got the full emotional roller coaster. And that was my match of the year. And Bonds, you can piggyback on that.
Being at All Out, like seeing that massive cage and knowing that these guys were going to just absolutely destroy each other in that cage. It was awesome and so fun and epic. And there's so many words you can say to describe it. But when you put the two most athletic, best tandem wrestling tag teams in a cage for the biggest tag titles in the world, the most important tag titles in the world, you're going to get
pretty platinum,
and you're going to get a perfect 5-star epic, awesome match. People jumping off that cage. I don't know how you live jumping that high. There's so many things that we saw in that match, the weapons being used, Brandon Cutler trying to get in there and make a mark on it as well. There's so much. And also the lead up to this match is something we have to talk about too, because for so long, we were like, man, who's going to beat the Young Bucks? And we talked about it before that match. If the Lucha Brothers don't beat the Young Bucks in this match, who beats the Young Bucks for these titles? Like, how is this going to, like, how can you get a bigger payoff than this? And we got the ultimate payoff. This match was perfect, and I loved it. And it's funny because these were the two matches I struggled with which one I was going to pick. And I don't think there's a wrong answer up on this board right now.
Agreed. I mean, I'm not in my head. I'm not in my head the whole time you guys are talking. I mean, being there live, this match was absolutely killer. But for me, SPD said it. There was a theme to my picks tonight. Britt being, top heel, Thunder top baby face. This feud of the year. I mean, there's just a lot. Sorry, Britt wasn't my top heel. Sorry. So I actually. Thunder was my top babyface. Match of the year, Britt versus Thunder, and feud of the year, Britt versus Thunder. There's no other match that we made an actual video hyping up other than this match. We did. I mean, SPD, we made an entire video of us hyping up this match between Britt and Thunder for a reason.
Thank you for reminding that, because that was I forgot all about that. We need to repost that before they go toe to toe again.
I mean, it was an awesome little video that you threw together of us just go. I mean, it's easy because so much has happened in AEW, and that match happened very early in the year. It's very easy to forget how incredible the build was for that. How violent that match was, how great that match was, what an impact that match was, that match had. I mean, across the board, I love what Thunder and Britt have, their chemistry together. I thought this match delivered in every single way that you could ask for. I think it was, again, career-defining match. Set the bar for women's wrestling for me. They set the bar. And so and it features my two favorites. And so it was a pretty, I mean, I struggled with your guys' pick because obviously we were there live and it was an incredible match to see. The athleticism that was on display between the Lucha Brothers and the Young Bucks was unbelievable. But the match that's going to stick with me forever from 2021 is Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa. So, this is the long-lasting effect of that match, how much I was emotionally invested in it and how much potential I believe that it has to shape AEW going forward. And really was, if we think about this, SPD, the tag division was always the backbone of AEW, right? The tag division was always one of the best parts of what made AEW great. The women's division was not that. The women's division grew tremendously in 2021. The women's division went from being a back burner to being at the forefront of this company. They've built a lot of stars. They really are featuring this division a lot more.
A second belt.
They have a second belt. This division went from being the clear weakness of this company to a clear strength. And I feel like the Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa feud and that match really sparked that. If you're Tony Khan, if you're Tony Khan and you saw what those two did, I think that was clearly a moment where AEW recognized, okay, we can really invest in this division, and it can change everything. I don't know. I love it. I can't wait for those two to go toe to toe.
Oh my gosh, that is it's going to be fantastic, and we're going to eat it up.